Good morning. How'd you guys think of that? What'd you think of that? Oh, I still haven't fixed my camera. There we go. Good morning. So, man, my background is messy to me. So, good morning. Rebecca was the first one, and Lana, and Amanda, and Tammy, Aaron, hello. Melissa G is in the house. Melissa G in the house. So that is my normal intro video to my videos. And so I was thinking, why not add those in? It's a 20-second video. And then I have a little outro one that when I get ready to leave, I can play that real quick, let it finish, and then you'll see the screen end after that. So, my ears are muffled still again this morning, but I blew my nose and made it worse. So, I was going to clean my glasses while the video was going, but I couldn't find it fast enough, so I was like, I'll just do it when I get on after I say good morning. So, in the house. So, yeah, yesterday was fun making the flag with y'all. Like, I said I was going to make it a recording, and I went, I talked and had a conversation with you guys the entire time. There's no making that a recording. I don't know how to do it. I really like doing it live with you guys. But I feel like I'm missing out. Oh, there's a turkey. Yes, I see you too. You see me, I see you. We're just going to eyeball each other. I'm having a staring contest with a turkey outside my window. Good morning, Callie girl. How did the glasses get so dirty? Okay, you can stop looking at me. Just go to eating whatever you guys are eating in the debris out there. Mama Wench is in the house. Just not awake yet. Whew, that's a lot cleaner. How do glasses get so dirty when they're on your face? There's 3 of them now. And they're hens. I think they're hens. Yep, that one's a hen. Yes, I see you eyeballing me. Stop. You can stop. Just go about your business. Yeah, there's 3 girls staring at me right now outside. They're literally all looking at me like, what are you doing in there? I'm trying to be still. Oh, there's a 4th one. So we have a gaggle of turkeys that circle our house. Yeah, well, it could be the well, it's dark enough outside that they probably can see all of our stuff going on in here with the light on. There's nothing really shiny out there unless it's the window they're seeing, but I think they're seeing me move. And they can kind of hear me maybe. Oh, there's 5. Yeah, these are definitely all the hens because they don't have the little beards. Although the hens can have beards, I figured out. Hello, good morning, Jeremy. Thank you for being here. I really love having Jeremy here, y'all. I don't know why, but I feel special when Jeremy's here. Yeah, I got foul people watching me outside, or foul birds. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can count 8 of them. And they are all. Oh, that one's got to be a Tom because he's got a long beard. And he's a little bit chunkier than the rest. I'm sorry, y'all. Do y'all want to see the turkeys? Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. And the Tom, he's the one out there, the furthest out, and he's walking towards the house now. And there might actually be one right here close to me that I just noticed his beard. So, those are my turkeys. Holy. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They just keep multiplying. Now there's 12 of them. Yeah, we used to, oh my gosh, when we first moved here, we counted almost 30 of them out there one time, and it hasn't been that high since. But we still have a good, almost 20 sometimes. Right now we just have, looks like there's 3 boys. At least 3 boys. And the rest of them are the girls. Maybe. Yep. There's some juvenile males out there, yep. That's what I was saying. There's at least 3 boys with the beards. Toms. At least that I can see. And then the rest of them are the girlies. Good morning, Julianne. Yes, we all do love Jeremy. So yeah, it's fun to see the the wildlife come around here. You know what? I meant to wear a necklace and I didn't throw one on. So, okay. I made my square yesterday, y'all. But it's too small. I think it's too small. I'm gonna measure it up against. I didn't do the ends though. I should have done the ends. It looks so much better with ends. Let's see. I might have to go up to a 6. I'm having to, with my squares, from one square to the next, I'm having to alter the size I use. One time I can use a 5.5. The next time I can use a 6. So this one was from last week, and I'm pretty sure it measured right at 6 inches. And I don't know where all my... I am missing a measuring tape somewhere. I gotta figure out where I have it. So I'm gonna use this one. This one's better anyway because it came from my countdown box. Alright, so yeah, last week's measured right at 6 inches, and today my square is measuring at 5.5 inches. Hello! So I'm having to alter the size of my hook. Now, I've already gone through and cut all the yarn, and here, let me... I could stretch it out, when I go to sew it on. It could stretch out. It looks so much cleaner when I put the tails in. I apologize for all that cruddy looking tails hanging. Yeah, so the turkeys have made their way into the woods. There's a corner over there that there's like almost a path they can take. So here is the square. Oh, there we go. So that's what mine took out. Why did I just say that? That's how mine turned out. What are the squares for? So, for me, I'm going to be making a blanket, and I'm going to challenge myself to attach them together. Y'all, because look at this together next to each other. They actually go really well. And the sizing isn't that much different. This is going to look nice, I think. I hope. I hope and pray. Because there's, similar colors in each one. So it's going to be fun. Just these 3 laying right here. I like it. You just bought the box of cards. Cool. Thank you, Erin. Yeah, so it's very... oh, what's the word I'm looking for? The colors give me India vibes. I don't want to call it Indian vibes because not Native American Indian, but like Indian vibes, with their colorful dress wear that they wear for their ceremonial stuff. This is the vibe I get from this square with the colors and the feel of it. So, yeah, I'm going to make a blanket with all of these. I don't know what color I'm going to attach them all with. I kind of want to do this color here, but not all of them are going to have this on the outside. So, I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't know if there's any white. I was thinking maybe white or, oh, let's see. Excuse me. Well, good luck, Jeremy. I am holding out hope and praying that you don't get called for jury duty to serve. Pardon me. And yep, Tammy's making a blanket too. V-necks drive me nuts because they're too low. But I love the feel of this shirt. It's so comfortable. Yeah, I could make squares all day long. It's the connecting part that I'm just like, But I am going to challenge myself. And there are several tutorials out there that I can use that will give me the confidence, hopefully, to do it. So yeah, what Lana just said. Yep. So Juan the Yarn Addict, he has a really fun way of joining that I was planning on trying his way, because it's literally a single crochet chain 2, I think he said, somehow. I'm going to have to go through his videos and find it again because I don't think he has a specific video on it. Good morning, Lulu. But y'all, yesterday I had so much fun with my flag. With those of you that showed up and hung out with me. Yeah, see, Jeremy, it's a single crochet chain too, but how he does it, that's the part where I'm like, I don't remember exactly how he does it. The zigzag one. Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways out there. We all get to have our own favorite, So, man, I'm tired of this going on up here. Yep. You can't put it down. That's awesome. So did you get it to work? I'm assuming you got it to work out then. Cindy Lulu. Maybe it's because of Cindy Lulu and that's why they call her Cindy. Or maybe her name is Cindy. I've never asked either. I just assumed it was Lulu. All of us, assuming things that we probably shouldn't be, right? So here is the start of my flag with all my tails. Okay, y'all, all these tails have inspired me to do a fringe on the side. I feel like this flag has a calling for a fringe. Because I can always go and add it on this side. What do y'all think? Can you see the sparkle? So where it's light pink, it'll sparkle. I love sparkle. And so today we're going to do the first bottom half. Well, not the first bottom half. The first half. We're going to do roughly up to here of the heart today. And then tomorrow I'll do the other half. And then the last day we'll finish those. These last like 6 rows. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 7 rows up here. Those are gonna, like, I'm literally probably going to do the 2 rows and send you guys off on your way to do the last bit, because it's gonna be just like it was down here, and it's super easy. I'll just give you the count. You stopped to sew yours in this morning. Cindy with an S. Cool. Okay. I will remember that. I will try to remember that, and I apologize if I don't. And Jeremy says the fringe. So I have one person saying they're sewing theirs in, and then Jeremy says fringe. I don't know. Like, I'm torn, you know, because it'll look awesome either way. So, okay. I got to show one over the weekend on the members Zoom that I get to be a part of, because I pay for membership. I pay for the official members level and have pretty much since the beginning. And he inspired me to use my Picasso yarn that I have been sitting up, stored away, and I've been racking my brain what I could even ever make with it. Because I'm like, what am I ever going to make with that? I even went and bought a skein of sport weight yarn from Hobby Lobby, a black, I love this sport weight yarn or whatever it's called, and I was going to run it with the Picasso because that's what he had said he was going to do in the beginning. Well, here recently, he decided to take the Picasso he had in the, it's like the purples and blues, and black maybe. I don't remember what the colors are in it, but it's more of a purpley rainbow Picasso. It's not the actual like pinks and blues and yellows and oranges. It's just the purple bluish colors. And I was like, well, I don't have that one. And I was like, you know what? I don't know how he's doing his granny square shawl. So I was like, maybe I'll start his shawl for all. It's a super easy one to make. Super easy. It's literally it's a very repetitive, super easy thing to make, shawl to make. So I decided to take his, I don't want to say it's a recommendation because he's not recommending to use the hook size. When he talks about it, he's saying that this is what he went with. So his words inspired me to use the same hook size he did. So I pulled out my 3.5 millimeter dots hook, and I am running it with my Picasso yarn, making his shawl for all. And I am I'm into the 3rd donut of this yarn. So, and I have 9 total. So I don't know how many it's going to take to make with that, but that is what I have so far. So it's going to be very, very bright. It does sit really nicely. So hopefully once it's done and it can pull down on itself, it's very rainbow bright. And I love rainbow bright. Look, I love this. It looks very tie-dye, doesn't it? The way the color's pulling up. And you can't tell, but this donut, the 2 donuts that I went through so far were almost completely different colors, like shades. Like, it was almost like the second one had like a lighter shade to it. It was so weird. But it's the same yarn. So, yeah, and I don't know what the recommended hook size is for Picasso. I'm just going to pull out the ones that I still have the labels on. Oh, wait, you know what? I have more than 9 because I bought 2 of these. So how many is that? 16 plus 3, 19. I have 19 of them. I won't need that many because I think one of these is, 1,000 yards? Like the whole bag is 1,000 yards. Yeah. 90s tie-dye. That's what I was thinking. Good morning, Raylene. Sorry for the crinkle. Let's see, what does this say? Jeremy says 5 millimeters, so let me double check. It's not that I don't trust you. I promise that's not why I'm looking. I just want to look for myself. It's a 4-way, it says. Well, it doesn't say a hook size. It just has needle size 5 millimeter. I can't remember what the equivalent hook size is to needle sizes. Like, I know they're around the same size, but not exactly. Ooh, you're making me go big screen, huh? Yeah, one donut is 126 yards, and there's 800 in there. There's 8 donuts, so that's 800, and then the 26 times 8 is another 200. So yeah, there's 1,000 yards in that one bag. So I started my shawl with the very overpriced pack of 3 that I bought off of Amazon because I had to desperately have my hands on some of this Picasso rainbow yarn. And then I went and ordered it off of Ice, and that's why I have 2 of the packages. So I don't know what I'm gonna make with the rest of it, because it ain't all. I'm not gonna need 2,000 yards to make the shawl, because I'm already like probably a third of the way done with it, I would think. Because this is already what was it was down to like here, about mid elbow, and it's gonna go further. So it's gonna go to my waist at least. Excuse me. So that is that I wanted to show you. I'm slowly working on that. I still haven't put much work into my knitting shawl that I'm making. It's still there. I keep starting, and now I have way too much started again. I need to finish stuff. I need to stop starting. Because look, here's another whip that I started. So from what Jeremy has seen, they usually go up half to a whole size for crochet from knitting needle size. So if it recommends a 5 millimeter knitting needles, then I'm going to say a 5.5 to 6 millimeter crochet hook. That's huge for that yarn. I mean, I can see it might work well. I just went down to the 3.5, and it actually is working out really well, I think. I mean, yeah, yes, Kim over the, YouTube street came and gave me, she was contagious and got me sick with the startitis. But this is the stitch definition with the 3.5 millimeter. And then you can see, I feel like it has drape. Like, it's got pretty good drape for as small of a hook as I'm using. I don't feel like it's stiff. Too stiff anyway. I can only imagine what this would have turned out if I would have done it in a 5 or 5.5. In just a 5, because that's a whole hook and a half bigger than what I'm using. Good morning, Kendall. I'm so happy you're here. What did you say here? I'd love to buy for making my son a stained glass blanket for my son with it. Well, it all depends on how much I, go through it to make that shawl. And depending on how much I have left, I might try a bigger hook size and try it again. So you would do a 4 millimeter with the Picasso? Well, I'm doing a 3.5, so it's not much smaller. So it kind of gives you an idea of what the stitch definition would look like with 3.5. So, and I will say, here, let me bring it up here again. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this yarn, it is thick. But like I was telling you guys, the donut before this one, the yarn was thin. Thin, and it had a lighter shade feel to it. Like, I put it next to the one that I'm on now, and I asked my daughter, I was like, do these look different to you? Because, like, the one I was currently working with and the one that I was going to use next, the one that I was going to use next was a whole lot darker than the one I was currently on. But it was this, like, from the same package. It had all the same colors in it, but it was like just, it's almost like it was, its halo was like bigger and made it look lighter or something. I don't know. It was weird. We have some glad candles here. 2 with pink and 1 without. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite yarn, the Picasso, but it's very pretty. I will give them that. It's soft. The halo definitely. Oh my goodness, y'all! If y'all start a project with Picasso, if you have it, make sure you're very confident in your stitches and you don't need to frog, because I started. I did something with that Picasso. When I started this project, I can't remember what it was, and I ended up having to frog what I had done. And let me tell you right now, it was not easy. I snagged at least 3 or 4 times in the little bit of work I had to frog out, and it wasn't much. Kendall, you're making a mal with Picasso and using a 5mm. Yeah, it's one of those weird yarns, you know, from one donut to the next. It's a whole different feel to it, or thickness. I don't mind halo and fuzzy yarns, Jeremy, as you can see right here. I don't mind working with them. This Karen Colorama Halo, I think, would frog better because of the silkiness that it has. But there's something about the fuzz on Picasso that you end up crocheting into it almost without realizing it. And then so when you go to frog, it like you end up ripping the fibers. You're not tearing the yarn apart or anything. You're just ripping the halo part of it. Yeah, it's hard. It was. And like I said, I didn't have very much into it. Like, it was like this much. And just in that little bit, I snagged it at least 3 or 4 times. But to be honest, I got this Karen Colorama Halo to go in my Addy machine, because that stuff is like butter in that machine. Speaking of whips, though, I wanted to get to this one. I started another poncho. Kim, y'all, you infected me. She infected me with her ponchoitis or ponchovirus. I don't know what you want to call it. And her startitis. Because I started another one of the... See, Kimberly, I got home last night and grabbed one, or no, this morning, I grabbed one of your charms. Y'all, these charms are so cute. These stitch markers. I call them charms, but they're stitch markers. She is making a whole bunch of new ones, and let me tell you already, I got my name on at least 3 different sets. She was showing them last night, and I'm like, yeah, put me down for that one, and that one, and that one. Yeah, well, and I had to figure out how to do it to get it to come out, but it was a pain. I speak the truth, don't I? Not joking. I really was not joking. Like, put me down for those. So here is my new poncho in the beginning stages. And it looks super small, but it has a lot of stretch. Whew. It's a nice neck warmer, y'all. And so I wanted to try it with a smaller yarn. So I went from puzzle yarn, which is a bulky 5, all the way down to a DK. I did not go down to a 4. I went down to a DK. And I'm actually using the same hook size that I used on the puzzle. Oh, and I created static around my hair. Yeah, a turtleneck poncho, yep. I increased the stitch count on the ribbing for it because it, when I did the normal 6 or 5 that it called for, the neck was like this thick or this tiny. And so I was like, well, I'm going to increase it to 10. So now it is doubled. So right here is where the ribbing ends. So I did 10. I probably could have done a little less than 10, but I doubled it to 10 instead of trying to do anything else. So, excuse me. So yeah, I am using the Sweet Roll DK. I don't know where my label's at. I'm actually pulling from the outside and working my way in because somebody was saying they used their stuff from the outside, and so I was trying it. This actually works out pretty well. It pulls off, as long as you have the room. It pulls off really easily. I have it in this basket, and it just barely fits inside. So yeah, it has, the sides are caught, I have to pull a little bit, but eventually I'm not going to have to pull too hard. You maybe that's who, I think it was you, Erin, that I got that from. Well, I also had it around maybe I can fold it down. I don't know. At this point, I've already made it. I'm not going to make, and I am the same way about things being around my neck, because you can see I'm sitting here. You guys may not even notice it, but I can see myself fidgeting with this neckline, and this neckline drives me crazy. And then I have an itchy spot here on my chin that just won't go away. So, let's see. I'm almost done with this blanket. Oof. I have 2 more sides to do. I had to fudge one of my corners because my stitch count ended up being 4 more stitches than it should have been. But I was like, I ain't frogging it back to fix it at this point. I'm almost done. So I am just going to keep going. And I just made it work. And you know what? It is literally for the house. So I am just going to continue and just, I'm just going to make it work. So, and I have no idea if I'm doing this one corner right coming out of it, but I'm just going to go with it. We're just going to go with it, y'all. Roll with it. I don't know. I watched the video a couple times and my memory just wouldn't hold on to the instructions, and so I'm just making it work. Thank you. So the blanket I have I'm making it with Cairn cotton cakes and wild blueberry. And to speak on the pulling from the outside, 99% of the time I pull from the inside. But I have found with these cakes, that my yarn twists or something. Not all of them, but some of them. And so I just, but I was just like, yeah, I'll take some inspiration from others and try it and see. Coffee. I was going to make some, but I might go do that after I'm done here, but this is my coffee for right now. This is how my brain works, y'all. I'm sitting here reading the comments, but then when I'm watching the video of myself here, all I can see is just like a lot going on behind me. There's a lot going on. I kind of want to minimize it. Not get rid of it, but just make it different. Yeah. Well, it stretches quite a bit, so when I get the rest of the body on it of the poncho, it should pull it down and it'll get it away from my neck. I should have just stuck to a pattern, stuck true to the pattern, but I wanted to. I don't know. It was like with DK weight, the neck was literally like this big, and I just felt like it would get weighed down too much, like it would stretch it out way too much. But now I'm thinking I should have stuck with it. I'm not very far into it. I could go back and do it because it's a quick thing to work up. And I haven't cut the yarn yet, so it's not like it would, change the way it looks. But y'all are making me think maybe I should change that. Not in a bad way. It's just how my brain works. Oh, I need to go to Hobby Lobby too. Yeah, decaf for sure for me. Once about 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, I have to skip the caffeine of coffee and most drinks. Well, I mean, some sodas I can do, but I try to avoid too much heavy caffeine with dinner because of, I just don't want to be up till midnight. Because I'm caffeinated. Why don't you lay down? I don't need you to come over here. I think it is a 30% off week. So I wanted to go last week, but I kept thinking to myself, I'm almost positive I went the week before. So I think this week is 30% off. You didn't buy anything in the store, but then you went home and placed orders. You got an idea of what you wanted, and then you went home and go, oh, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. Oh, it is? Okay, sweet. Okay. Yes, take us all with you. We all need to go to Hobby Lobby. Well, at least Melissa and I do. So I got it done. I looked at images of a pot of gold for next month, but I think I'm going to stick to the 3-leaf clover that I came up with instead of a 4-leaf clover because they just didn't look right. So we are going to do a 3-leaf clover, and I threw in some gold by doing gold yellow striping. So when I do the gold part, I am going to, I think this is the gold I'm going to use right here. This yellow, this sun gold. Instead of this, I'm going to use this, I think. With my, because this is literally called sun gold, and it looks very gold in person. So I think I'm going to use that for my gold striping on my flag for next month. Karen Funfetti yarn. Funfetti. Why have I not heard of that one? Is it the Cupcake Layers one or something, or is it different? Yeah, for me, Jeremy, it's kind of my go-to crafting place because they just, I don't know what it is about their stuff, but I prefer their crafting supplies just because, like, I can get bulk, like, little crafting kits for the kids. I don't know if that's it or not, but Karen Funfetti. Karen Funfetti. I need to look that up. Ooh, Marty has a new video out, y'all. Go check it out. Excuse me. She teaches you how to do the herringbone half double crochet. That's awesome. Y'all go check her out if y'all haven't yet. Erin, if you want, you can share her there's always a reason to go to Hobby Lobby. There's always a reason to go craft shopping. Come on. Anywhere. You have 4 skeins of Big Twist White, but takes 40 minutes drive time to get there. Wait, hold on. It takes 40 minutes to get to Joann's or Hobby Lobby? Which one are you talking about? Because Big Twist is Joann's. Right, Jeremy. Their yarn selection is like next level to Hobby Lobby to me. Like, those are my 2 go-to yarn places. Michael's and Walmart are my backups. Thank you, Erin. Okay, that's what I was thinking, that you meant Joanne. Okay, so Karen Funfetti. I gotta look up this Karen Funfetti. No, you. I get it. I can't talk without caffeine, apparently, some mornings. My goodness. Okay, 40 minutes from me is a whole nother city. So within my city, a metro, actually just the metro, which includes all the like the little suburbs, I have 3 Joann's. I have at least 5 Michaels, maybe 5 Hobby Lobbies, several Walmarts. Like, I have the pick of the litter, and if I really need something, I will drive all over town trying to find it. If it's something I really want, but if it's something like I'm like, I really want it, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna go to 5 different stores to try to find that one thing, Yes, right there, Jeremy. Puzzle is, yeah, I will go to Walmart all day long for puzzle yarn. My goodness. That stinks that you guys have to drive so far for some of these places. So I have found one of my Walmarts has at least an entire aisle on one side of yarn, and it's usually a decent selection. And y'all, they still have party time yarn there. That stuff right there, I thought that was really hard to find, and that store still had that yarn. The Red Heart Party Time. I was like, maybe I should grab it. I almost did, but I didn't. Yep. Oh, and I keep praying that, some miracle will happen and Joann's will continue to operate as normal. I haven't seen these, Kendall. They're a little bit further away from me than that. I have to go at least not quite 10 minutes to Michael's, Walmart, Hobby Lobby. Yeah, there. All the stores. There's a Joann's, a Michael's, a Hobby Lobby, and at least 2 Walmarts within a 15-minute drive from my house. And when I say 15-minute drive, I'm meaning city driving with all the lights and the stop signs and, all the traffic. It's fluffy and soft, huh? What would you make with that? That looks fun. It looks like this is the Funfetti. I'm assuming this is what you mean. Come on. I got Marty to come into focus. Why can't you make this focus? There we go. I just gotta block my face. I gotta block my face. Funfetti cakes. Why are all their cakes $13? Like, why? Making another cardigan. Ooh. Look at all the colors they have, y'all. Those are fun. They got a purple one. Mulberry. Orchid Pop. Blue Refresh. The Blue Refresh reminds me of the Joann's that blue ombre that they came out with, the blue slushy candy one or whatever it's called. Yeah. Yeah, and why are they always $12.99 though, the cakes? What did I miss? Oh, Kimberly's the one that said that. For some reason, I read Kendall when I saw that. Yeah, I don't know. They're all really cool looking. Yeah. They kind of remind me of the cotton that has the cotton scrubby that has the little fingers on it, but it's acrylic yarn. 30% off regular price purchases. Ugh. Oh, most of these are out of stock for that location. But anyway. Yeah, right. Take me to the store that I don't need to go to. Yeah, I need to go to Hobby Lobby, but I also don't need to go, you know. I could shop my stash for my son's blanket that I'm going to make. Yes, I'm going to make another one. But I'm going to make it Tunisian style this time. So Michael from MDL Crochet has a blanket called Gigabyte. And I showed it to my son, my youngest, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I definitely need that. Or I definitely want that." He was very serious about it. He goes, "Oh yeah, I definitely want that one." So, and I think he likes the colors that it's in too, but I was going to do it in the rainbow color for him. But it comes in the the colors he uses in the picture are rainbowy colors too. So I don't know. I might try to mimic the colors with Hobby Lobby yarn. Because I told him I'm going to go buy the yarn to make his blanket because I don't have all the colors that I would need for that blanket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I need to go shopping for yarn because as much as all the yarn I have, okay, I cannot speak sometimes, and I apologize for my horrible grammar. Oh, it's fine. Just make sure you guys make sure it's the right store. Yeah, Michael's for me. Their yarn, I don't feel like they have as good of sales as, Joann's did. Now, Hobby Lobby, their sale isn't much better either, but it's always 30% off of all of their yarn, and so it's not select ones, it's not ones that aren't on sale. They're all on sale for 30% off, and so, and their prices are a lot lower on a lot of things that you can get them a lot cheaper than you could at Michael's. Now, don't get me wrong. Michael's has a lot going for them too. They're a nice craft store. They do have other things that you can go there for. That's what I was saying, Melissa. Hobby Lobby's yarn prices to start with, you could go buy it on an off week and still spend less than you would at Michael's on yarn. But, we always like to have our deals. So anyway, for as much yarn as I have behind me, I do have, you know, solids right here that I could use for his blanket. But I feel like I don't have enough of, not enough of, I don't have, so there's a specific color family I'm going for, if that makes sense, where, you know, colors just go well with other colors. Like, I have a bunch of yellows here, right? Or, yeah, yellows and oranges and reds right here, but they don't all work together, even though they're sitting in that box. I could make them work together in a scrappy yarn blanket or something, but in a rainbow blanket, it just doesn't work together, right? And then you got these colors up here. These are like pastel-y colors. And then the purples, you know, like nothing is cohesive. And so it's just giving me an excuse to go buy yarn, you know? I'm making up an excuse to go buy yarn. And it's a valid excuse because it's for the kid, you know? And if I tell my husband, you know, he wants another blanket and he wants a rainbow blanket, mommy has to listen and oblige him. I have to do it for him. Yes, right. And even if you didn't get the 30% off, Jeremy, you're still, for $5.99, or sorry, for $5 for that much yarn in a solid. I think it's almost 400 yards. That's not bad, and it is good quality yarn. It does pill a little bit, I guess, but it's good quality, I think. Sorry, Cindy. Yeah, well, and legit, Kim, it is legit. You know, I'm turning the wrong way. Ugh, and then I hit my desk going that way. So, like, these are the solid bins I have right here. Do y'all see a cohesive rainbow there? Really, though? I mean, I think my excuse is legit, right? Say yes and mean it, seriously. I gotta put the stitch marker in before I lose my spot here. Why is that not? Why is it not closing right? I must have had the yarn in the wrong... Oh, there we go. I had the yarn blocking it from closing. 24 watching and 18 thummies. That's pretty close, but yes, we need a few more, if you don't mind. So yeah. I wish I could wait till the 21st to go buy the yarn, but I really want to start on it now and get it started, because I have other things I need to finish, and then it could just be one of those things I pick up, do a little bit on, and finish all the other stuff. Mary Ann. I'm so glad you're here, Mary Ann. I'm so excited that you're here. Just laying low. She's going to pounce, and she's going to pounce on us all hard that we're not going to expect it, and we're going to be like, whoa, what just happened? It'll be the Mary Ann pounce of all time. I look forward to seeing you again, Mary Ann. But don't let me, you know, obviously I'm not going to force you to do anything, because you know, I think you're the kind of person that nobody forces to do anything if they don't want to do it. So yeah. Yes, we have all missed Mary Ann Kimberly. Kimberly, I keep going back and forth between that with you. I see Kimberly, and so my brain just automatically just calls you that, because that is what you have there, and that is your name. So, I am so ready for this congestion to go away. Oh, it is driving me crazy. It is just the remnants of that whatever bug attacked our house last week. Excuse me. I don't even know if I muted myself. Yeah, I figured that you had said once you get back to the camper, life will kind of normalize a little bit for you. I'm sure Miss Mila is loving living with her cousins or her friends. I don't know how you refer to them as family. I'm just assuming cousins, you know, the other doggies that she gets to play with every day. Excuse me. We all miss our Marianne. Oh my goodness, Melissa, how do you keep getting all these sick kiddos? Like, oh goodness gracious. Excuse me. As much as I like this Fiji apple one, I'm kind of getting tired of it because that's all we had left in the fridge. It's like, I need another flavor. Yeah, how are you doing, Erin? Doing any better? I know you said you were going to go to the doctor yesterday and you had a dentist appointment. I go tomorrow to speak with one of my doctors that had blood work done for me and discuss the results of all that. There's my alarm clock. My alarm clock. It's going off. That means we have a few minutes to go. Oh, Erin, goodness. Oh, you're on antibiotics. I'm trying to think. If you can tolerate it, I was gonna say, if you are, yeah. Well, I won't talk medical stuff on here because I was gonna tell you if you are not into antibiotics, I know there's antibiotics for certain, good for certain things. Still congested. Yeah, me too. Yeah. So, well, and I hope you feel, at least you're getting, coming around and getting better. This, yeah. It's no fun when you have no energy, or just not feeling yourself. Okay, I've only got a couple minutes. And y'all, I keep looking over at all this yarn that I have. And I know I said I was going to do mystery bags. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dibs sale. Now, whatever's left after that, I might just donate or give away or something. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come on here and I'm just going to pretend with something here. I need something. I'm going to say, okay, here's this one. Now, it'll be bigger ones than these. But, I'm going to basically hold up a skein of yarn and say, okay, who wants this one? It's X, Y, and Z are the stats. And then I'm literally going to do like $1 or $2 a skein or a ball or whatever. I don't need the money. I just want to get it gone. But I just, at least I want to try and make a little bit off of it just to get something from it. And then I would charge you the shipping after the fact. I would, weigh up all your balls of yarn and see how much it weighed, how much it would cost to package it and send it to you guys, So what do you guys think of that? Real quick, doing like a dibs sale instead of like mystery bags. Because I've gotten a couple mystery bags, so I kind of have an idea of how to maybe sort of package them, just randomly pick things, but like, I don't know what to put. And then I have some yarn that has no label to it. So it would literally be, I would show you what it looked like and the color, and it would be like a misfit. And it could be like, those might be like free. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that something worth exploring into more. Obviously, this yarn I'm not going to do in it because I just happened to grab this one. I was going to make glow-in-the-dark hats for Halloween, and yeah, time got away from me and it never happened. So they're still sitting over there. Right, and yeah, people could kind of shop my stash that I want to get rid of, you know, or just clean it up. Would you guys be interested in that? Like, I wanted to make sure, you know, it's a success and it's not a dud. You know, and I would literally be doing like $1 or $2 for each little skein, not little skein, but each skein or ball of yarn or cake or whatever it ends up in. I don't have any big twists in white. No, all the white I have is either Karen or Premier. Karen, Premier, and Red Heart, I think. Yeah, so I just don't want to do it if nobody would be interested in something like that, you know? I have a full tote of stuff that I went through all my yarn and took out the yarn that I was like, you know what, I'll put this in this tote. Because this is yarn I don't know what I'm going to do with, and it's not that I don't want it, it's just I would rather work through this than what's in the tote first. Well, I could wait. We could do it maybe, you know, in a couple weeks. But I would like to do it as soon as possible just to get it out of my house. You know, I'm of the generation where, you know, I got to have it and I got to have it now. So I want to do it. I want to do it right now. When would be a good time for y'all? If, you know, if you're interested in seeing what I have and you would be willing to buy anything, when would be a good time for you guys? You know, when's payday where you can allow yourself to budget that? So you'll have to tell me. Melissa, we pay our credit card. We use our credit card for everything we ever buy right now, and we pay it off every month. So that's why I have to avoid Joann's, because I did a lot of credit card spending last month, and my husband's like, you and your daughter are spending all of our money. So I don't know, what would be a good time for you guys? Give me an idea. Like a week, a couple weeks, a month. As much as I would not like to do it in a month, I can hold off. If you know, if you want to plan for it and allow me the time to plan for it, or give me that time to plan for it, then, you know, I'll make it work. Well, I'm looking for, like, when is it affordable? Well, what is it ever affordable for any of us, really? No, Melissa, that's what I want. I want your input. You know, if a few weeks would work better for you, then a few weeks works great for me. I want to make sure. Let's just, okay. I know I've gone over, and that's fine. As long as I get started with school by 9:30, we're good. Why don't we do what about February 22nd? It's a Saturday. We could do it about mid-afternoon. That way we can all make it to one's date night on Saturday night. So what do you guys think? February 22nd, that's going to be 3 Saturdays from now. Does that work? And we'll do like a 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. Go for a couple of hours, because I'm sure it'll take me a few hours to go through everything. Well, not a few hours, but just, and I say that because there's going to be a lot of talking. I'm going to have to write down who got what, who wants what, and all that stuff. All right, so let me write that down. We'll do a, I don't know. Y'all help me with a good name for it. I don't know. Do I want to call it a dibs sale, or come shop my stash? So February 22nd, shop my stash. That just sounds like it's a mouthful. I don't know why. 22nd, mid-afternoon. So it's gonna be Central Time for me. So when is the Super Bowl? Let me make sure it's. I mean, I know that's on a Sunday, but it doesn't matter. Shop your stash. All right. Well, I gotta get off of here, so I'm gonna go play my outro video and see what y'all think, and let me know if I should keep doing this intro outro thing when I start and finish. And then also, I need to start racking my brain for content to record, because I feel like I'm dropping the ball in my videos. So like, there's nothing that I've posted in my videos. It's just all under my live tab. So I need to figure something out so I can keep that going. So, all right, y'all. As much as I don't want to do school, and I say this because yesterday was a rough day with school with my child, one of my children, because he spent literally all day when it shouldn't have taken him all day. So I gotta go get that done, go tear them away from the TV. So yes, love you guys, and I'll see y'all. I will be back here live at 1-ish, okay? I say ish because I shoot for 1. I will try to be here around 1 to start the next bit of our heart flag. So if you're following me and you want to do that with me today, come back about 1 p.m. Central, and I will see y'all later. Okay, enough chit chat. Here's the outro video.